Hello yogis, and welcome to part 4 of yoga for herniated discs and or sciatica. We're up in the beautiful village of Villaflor, which is the highest village in Spain, although we are in Tenerife. The sky is clear, it's beautiful, but it's a bit fresh, it is a bit chilly here. Today's class we're going to be working on our glutes, our hamstrings, our arms, and especially we're going to be lengthening the hamstrings as well today. So you will need 2 blocks and a strap for this class. Our hamstrings can get really tight with lower back problems, and that can compound the problem even further. And also if you're suffering from sciatica, the leg that is affected you will also find will be difficult to stretch the hamstring. So there I am, waving at the camera. If you're ready to get started, let's roll out the mats. Let's begin seated at the back of our mats, either in Vajrasana kneeling or Sukhasana easy pose, but up on 2 blocks, head over heart, heart over pelvis, pulling up through the centre channel, but making sure we've got the lumbar spine extension, got our normal curve there. Close off the eyes and drop into the breath. Just take some slow, deep breaths in and out through the nostrils. This is time for you now. Put aside anything on the to-do list. Lower the right ear towards the right shoulder, then bring the right hand up and place it on the side, the left side of the head, just above the ear. Rather than pulling on the head, think more lengthening up the ear, and the left arm can be reaching for the ground to increase the stretch into the left side of our neck. Release the hand, place the left hand down, inhale the right arm up, exhale into the side stretch, opening the chest up to the sky. Make sure both seat bones are firmly on your block. Just enough of a stretch so you can feel it up the right side of the body. Exhale back through to centre, lower the left ear towards the left shoulder, left hand comes up, place it just above the right ear, right hand reaching for the floor. If you're on 2 blocks, it may not actually reach the floor, but the weight of the hand will increase the stretch. Breathing here. Release, come back to centre. And weight onto the right hand down on the floor. Inhale the left arm up, exhale into your side stretch. Both seat bones firmly on the block. Exhale, come back through to centre. Navel in, keeping our lumbar spine in extension, carefully coming forward onto all 4s. I'm just bringing the blocks through so I can get them. I'm placing 1 block ready for my forehead. Heart to earth, puppy pose, hands to the top of the mat, knees stay under the hips. Lower the forehead down either to the block, and you'll know if you're ready to think about removing the block and have your forehead on the mat. Pay attention to the signals from your body. Navel stays up and in. Breathing here. Lovely stretch for the whole back, but especially the upper back. Navel in, inhale, being mindful of the extension in the lumbar spine. Lower the hips down, come through to Sphinx. Elbows under the shoulder, or if that causes a pinching in the lower back, move your elbows slightly forward. Forearms are parallel. and think chest shining forward rather than cranking the head up. Breathing here, sending breath to our lumbar spine. Extend the arms overhead, so we're coming into Advasana, reverse corpse, flat on our front, forehead on the mat. Release any tension from any of the muscles. This is to just relax and let the body rest in between poses. Clasp the hands behind the buttocks. On an inhale, lift the head and shoulders, snake pose. 3 breaths here. Exhale, lower. Breath cycle to prepare again. Navel in. Inhale, lift the head and shoulders and see if you can lift the hands away from the tailbone. Gaze just in front. 3 breaths. Exhale, lower. Starting to work the back muscles here. Release the hands. Bend into the right knee and the left knee. Grab at the ankles. If you can't reach, use a strap. Inhale, lift the head and shoulders again. The thighs stay on the mat. 3 breaths here. Easy bow pose. Exhale, release. A breath cycle to recover. Navel in, inhale, head and shoulders rise up. Inhale, exhale, lower. Prepare again. Navel in. Inhale, lift the head and shoulders, and if you would like to, you can lift the thighs off, keeping the knees wanting to stay facing together, as it were, because they'll want to come apart. Exhale, lower, carefully release the feet, arms up overhead, back into Advasana. Mentally check that all your muscles, especially your glutes, are released. Hands under the shoulders, navel in, inhale, push back up to all fours. We're coming round, keeping the extension in the lumbar spine. Sit on your bottom, hands underneath the shoulders, feet flat on the floor, knees parallel. Exhale, lift up into reverse tabletop. You can either keep the head looking forward or let the head go back. 3 breaths here, squeezing the glutes. Exhale, come down. Well done, that's really hard. And you'll probably really feel that in the hamstring of the affected leg. Prepare again. Suck that navel in. Exhale. Lift up into your reverse tabletop. 3 breaths. Really working hard here. Exhale with control, lower. Navel stays in, still keeping an extension in the lower back as we then lower down onto one forearm, then the other, onto our backs. Keeping that lumbar extension, preparing for bridge. Feet hip width apart, knees bent. Exhale, lifting from the tailbone, mid back, upper back. Really squeezing those glutes. 5 breaths here. Exhale as you come down. Keep that lumbar extension so the tailbone will land without the lower back landing. Prepare again. Inhale, suck the navel in. Exhale, lifting from the tailbone. Give those glutes a prod. Make sure they're both active. And if you want to, you can snuggle your shoulder blades underneath, clasp your hands so you can push your hips higher. Think chest to chin, chin to ceiling. Great for the glutes, great for the legs. Exhale, bring the palms flat, lowering down, tailbone will come down. You've still got the arch in the lumbar spine. Hopefully your strap is easily within reach. Mine unfortunately is at the other end of the mat, so I'm carefully getting up to get it. Ta-da, strap. Let's come back onto our backs, ready to stretch our hamstrings, mindfully and carefully. Knees bent, feet flat on the mat. Bring the strap around the ball of the right foot and then bring the foot as parallel to the ceiling as you can, with the knee as bent as it needs to be. And you're trying to extend through the heel whilst holding on to that strap. And if you want to, you can extend the left leg. You'll know whether or not your body wants to do that. 10 breaths here, so we can really start to lengthen into the fascia. We're keeping the lumbar extension, so we're being mindful of the position of our lower back. Hand on the left hip if you've got your left leg straight, just to make sure you're not lifting up there. And with time, on the exhales, you may be able to straighten that knee a little bit more. Carefully bend back into the left knee and then place the right ankle across the left knee, reclined pigeon, pushing out that right knee so that we're stretching into the right glute and the right outer hip. Keep that left foot flexed to protect the right foot flexed, to protect the knee. 10 breaths here. This is great for the piriformis muscle, which is a deep hip rotator which the sciatic nerve runs underneath, and the piriformis can often aggravate sciatic pain. Send the breath to where you're feeling the stretch. Carefully unravel and then place the strap around the ball of the left foot. Now this is the leg I've got sciatica in. You'll see a big difference in how straight I can't get it, but that does not matter. I'm doing what it needs. You can extend the right leg if you feel comfortable doing so, and just with the breath you may begin to extend a little further into that left hamstring. Take notice of the sensations that your body is giving you. Do not overstrain. And if you need to come out of it, come out of it. On a level of intensity, the sensation should only be about a 4 to 5 out of 10. Bend into that right knee if the leg was straight, so the foot is flat on the mat. Recline pigeon this side, cross the left ankle over the right knee and push out the left knee further, keeping the left foot flexed. Now again, this is the side I have sciatica at the moment, so I'm feeling quite an intense stretch in my left glute. I'm breathing into it. I've found my edge and I'm just nudging into it slightly. Breathing deep, sending all that wonderful oxygen to those tight hip rotator muscles that can squeeze our sciatic nerve. Release, unravel carefully, keeping the extension in the lumbar spine. Turn onto your side so you can come onto your front. our counter pose. As we cannot do a forward fold, our counter pose to the back bends is our Matsya Kridasana, our flapping fish. Lying on our front, right knee is bent up, hands clasped with our forehead on our left forearm, left elbow pointing to the top of the mat, right elbow pointing downwards. If you've done the rest of the series, you'll know this pose very well by now. 5 breaths here, and then switch sides. A blissful pose, great for any time of the day when you think, oh, my back is tired. You can do this on your bed, on a carpet, navel in and carefully come out of this pose, and you can either go onto your back for Shavasana, or if you've had enough of rolling over and around, come into Advasana, reverse corpse pose, for our final resting position. Whichever you choose, let the breathing return to normal. Keep the focus of the mind on the breath, coming in and going out. Let our body integrate all the work that we have done for it. Start to bring some movement back into your fingers and toes, rotate your wrists and ankles. Whichever position you're in, carefully rise up into a seated position of your choice, being mindful of the lower back. Inhale the arms up overhead, palms together, bringing down all that wonderful healing energy as we are getting stronger. Bow your head to your hand, thanking yourself. Namaste. I hope you have enjoyed this class. Please let me know how you're getting on. I've had some comments and it means so much to know that this is being helpful for some of you, which is great. It certainly has been helpful for me. If you haven't already, please do click the subscribe button below. And thank you so much for watching.